my fellow makeup enthusiasts. Welcome back to my perfectly healthy expression of makeup enthusiasm. My name is Lainey, and today we're talking about the Sugarpill Fun Size Mini Color Palette. I know. Everybody who's done a review of this palette has said, look how cute this is, but I'm also saying, look how cute this is. It's like someone crawled into my brain and figured out what would make me squeal in an eyeshadow palette. Kitty cats and video game references. So every shade in this palette is a reference to video games. I mean, I could not be more over the moon about this. So cute. So cool, and the colors are absolutely beautiful. Now, I wasn't going to film a video today. I just wasn't really in the mood, to be honest with you, but I really wanted to play with this eyeshadow. I was gonna put it on anyway, so I was like, well, I might as well film. And so if my energy is a little bit off during the makeup application process, I'm so sorry. I was frustrated with not being able to see. I'm kind of sad right now. I have to go to a funeral tomorrow. I don't really want to talk about that because I don't want to bring my energy down. Having said all of that, I'm going to try to pull my energy back up because I like to be positive and bubbly in my everyday life. That's how I like to come across on YouTube. That's who I really am. But you know what? I'm human. I get bummed out every now and then. So energy back up. Come on. See how cute. Video games, kitties, video games, kitties. Okay, yeah, we're there. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this first. And I'll be swatching top row, middle row, bottom row. But honestly, none of these shades look dramatically different on the skin, on the eye, than they do in the pan. So no surprises. Entire palette swatched. I don't know why, but these minty green shades never show up very well on my skin, and they really don't show up at all on my eyes. Even though I think they're really pretty and I always want to work with them, they just don't really seem to want to show up. But the rest of the shades, I think, are really popping. I was surprised to get this much pigmentation because I was afraid that these were going to be really pastel and that these were going to be the types of shades that you really had to build up, which I do not like to do. But I didn't have any trouble getting them to show up on my eye. I mean, I don't know how it's showing up on camera, but in the mirror, they show up. I don't know that it looks good, but the shades show up to me. This palette is cruelty-free and vegan. I always like to say that because I was a vegan for many years, and so I know how much that matters to a lot of you. I'm not a vegan now for medical reasons. The doctor told me to stop being a vegan, but my heart is still very much vegan. So that means that Sugarpill loves animals just as much as I do, but it also means that these shades right here might stain a little bit. For me, it doesn't bother me if an eyeshadow stains. I never get irritation on my eyes if they use those red dyes that vegan products use in lieu of crushed beetles. So that's a good thing. Oh, and speaking of animals, I am wearing my Rick and Morty Void Cats t-shirt. I thought that was appropriate today. In fact, I think that that's what made me want to use this palette today. And I was going to go ahead and transition into the makeup application section of this video, but I'm trying to increase my interaction with my tiny little audience because I love you guys so much. So if you watch Rick and Morty, post your favorite quote from Rick and Morty down below because I love this show. It makes me laugh so much. I want to laugh. I need a little bit of cheering up. So post your favorite or the funniest Rick and Morty quote that you can think of. And now we'll get into the makeup application section of this video. So my eyes are primed. Apparently this brush had a little bit of color on it. I obviously didn't clean it well enough. I thought I did, but I made a mistake. I'm gonna leave this because I feel like this slight pink hue that my eyelids have is gonna go fine, if not really well, with this palette. If it's a disaster, I'll refilm it. And I'm gonna start with continue. I'm going for kind of a yellow and purple eye with obviously a little pink undertone. Let me change my angle up. Is that better? I can't see for shit. This is basically a no mirror makeup challenge, but I think this is better for filming. And I'm gonna use a little high score on the outer corner. These are not the colors that I thought I was gonna work with, but this is what's happening. I think I'm gonna drag this underneath the eye as well. And you know what, since I've already done this, let me go ahead and get it blended, because I've noticed from editing my videos that I don't blend very well. A lot of the problem is that I can't see it, but I also think that it's a little bit of a patience issue. I'm gonna get a little cut crease action going on here. Notice I said a little cut crease action. I'm not fully cutting my crease. 8-bit player one, 8-bit, right here. Oh, and this brush that I'm using has no name. I've had it for years and years and years, and I don't know what it is, but it's similar to a giant version of the MAC 242. I know that. I feel like this right here is gonna make a green if I work with it long enough. Nope, I've completely lost patience. I'm just gonna get my own green. I'm gonna go into cheat code and put that right there. Okay, and I'm gonna take player one and blend this edge right here. Okay, I'm gonna look in the magnifying mirror and see if I can catch any mistakes before I reveal the finished look and it's a total turd. Something weird is going on right here. There's glitter on my eyes. Where the fuck did that come from? Okay, other than that, I know that there are parts of my eye look that are not perfectly blended. I don't want the whole thing to be super overly blended. I want some of the colors to stand out. So I'm leaving this as it is. I'm gonna put on some eyeliner. I'm going to use these lashes because I think that these might look really cool with this eye makeup. What are these called? Is Eyelash Overdose the name? I don't know, I think that these have a different name. I'll put it right here. And I'll be right back. And this palette is so teeny, it barely works for the big reveal, which is never as impressive as I think it's going to be because my makeup never looks as good on camera as it does in the mirror. But anyway, this is the finished look. I did line my upper lash line with Colourpop Crème Gel Liner in Piggy Bank. I like the pot eyeliners way better than the pencils, so that's what I used. I did my inner corner highlight with this eyeliner by Pixi by Petra. I'm not sure what the shade name is, but I'll put it right here. And then I did my waterline with Kat Von D's lip liner in the shade Sexer. I actually can remember that one. And I'm gonna do my lipstick and my blush on camera because I'm using another Sugarpill product. This is Sugarpill's liquid lipstick in the shade Cubby. I've wanted this lipstick for 3 years. I don't know, a long, long time. So I'm really happy to finally have it. I have worn it before. I know that I like it. This isn't going to be a surprise, but I think it's gonna look good with this overall look. I really like this liquid lipstick. It feels a little bit slippery at first, like it's not going to dry down, but it does. And it smells like a citrusy cocktail. It makes me wanna sip Mai Tais on the beach. Not that I would ever do that, not that that sounds even remotely appealing to me, but that's what it reminds me of. And for my cheeks, I'm going to do something that I did yesterday, and I think it'll look cool with this look. I'm going into my Juvia's Place palette. I'm taking this yellow shade, and I'm using this as my blush. I'm gonna do a better job at blending it than I did yesterday, and I'm not gonna be as heavy-handed with it as I was yesterday, but I think this is gonna look cool. I'm gonna blend in a little bit of this Too Faced Unicorn Tears bronzer. I'm a weirdo. I know not many people like this product. I love it. And it smells like hot chocolate. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of highlighter in the shade Sunshine from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Glow palette. And then I'm gonna use this giant oval brush from Real Techniques, and I'm gonna get everything blended together. I'm also gonna top it off with a little tiny bit of translucent finishing powder from La Mer. So there, I think that I did a better job of blending that yellow blush than I did yesterday. I feel like this looks cool, so this is officially the finished look. So that just about wraps it up for today, but don't forget to comment down below. Tell me your thoughts on this palette. Do you have it? Are you interested in getting it? Do you think it's adorable? Do you love the shade names as much as I do? Also, don't forget to post your favorite Rick and Morty quote. If you watch that show, I realize that not everybody watches it, but if you don't, why not? It's so fucking funny. But Rick and Morty and cute kitty cats aside, that does wrap it up for today. As always, thank you so very much for joining me. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back. Throw me a pity like, give me some encouragement to make some more videos. Very special shout out to you if you are watching this video on the toilet. And until next time, stay adorably obsessed with whatever brings you joy.